As I'm getting ready for bed, here's a list of things that I'm going to be doing differently with this baby. I have 2 girls as it is, so this isn't my first rodeo, but there are quite a few things that I just like wish I would have known before having the other 2. Number 1, I won't be using a wipe warmer or a diaper genie. I bought a wipe warmer with my first daughter, and after realizing like how often I was ever in the nursery actually changing her, like I change her on the floor, in my bed, in the back of a car. Getting her accustomed to a wipe warmer was just not it, and it just didn't ever happen, so it's not worth it. That goes with the diaper genie as well. They stink. They hold, I don't care if it's steel, I don't care what brand. I just don't think that these diaper pails are like a good situation. Like, why would you want a million diapers sitting in there like stinking? Instead, what we learned to do with our second daughter is just like buy the doggy poop bags and put diapers in those and throw them in our normal trash in our kitchen. At the end of every day, we take out our garbage, so our house never like stunk. Baby mittens aren't worth it. They fall off, they get lost. I actually don't think I ever kept like one full pair. After I put them on baby, I never found the second one. It always got lost, whether in the washer or when we were out and about. Waste of money. Instead, just buy the sleepers that have like the little hand cover. I'm gonna say same goes for baby bibs. They just aren't fun to put on newborns. Instead, we used burp cloths, and I just don't get the point of baby bibs. Like maybe bibs when they start learning how to eat foods and sitting at a high chair. We won't have a dedicated changing table. Instead, we'll put a changing pad on top of a dresser in my room. We're not doing a full-blown nursery either. I don't know what I did to just make my nose start bleeding. What the hell? Hear me out. We would be doing a nursery if we were in our forever home, but we are currently renting. We don't plan on staying here for much more than a year, so instead I'm just gonna do a nursery nook in my room and leave the other room as a guest room. Actually, not uncommon that we have family members come visit and stay the night, so it's really important for us, because we're only in a 3-bedroom, to keep one as a guest room. I will say, with my first daughter, I created the most beautiful nursery because it was my first. Of course, I had to create a beautiful Pinterest-like nursery for her, but we maybe stepped foot in that after she was born a handful of times. Both of my daughters sleep in our room for like the first year of their life, even longer. They were both co-sleeping at 4 and 2. Genuinely, there's just not a need in our family for a baby to have their entire own room. I'm not gonna be buying baby shoes or like fancy outfits for my tiny baby. I feel like it was definitely like the first time mom in me that got so excited about little baby clothes, but I bought my newborn baby so many shoes and cute dresses and outfits that she maybe wore one time before she grew out of them. What is going on here? Did I just like scratch myself? I'm so confused. Along the same lines, I won't be buying all of the fancy baby gadgets. I learned with my second daughter that like less is more. Like baby doesn't need much. I'm not gonna be buying like the fancy motorized like Mama Roo swing or anything like too crazy. Probably won't buy anything that swings or rocks or anything until baby gets here and I like figure out if they even like that. My first daughter couldn't care less. Second daughter had to be rocked or swayed or bounced. The last in this category, I could probably do a million different categories, like what I'm doing different postpartum and during labor and all of that. Lastly, we're